Hi, everybody. Brian here from QuantLabs.net. Just wanted to let you know I've been looking at the good old scan feature in MotiveWave. Gone through some of the tutorials. Before I start, just want to make sure that if you enjoy these sort of topics, I would recommend you check out the book section on the website at quantlabs.net/book. You can get all kinds of neat topics, including this, using other alternative solutions like Excel spreadsheet add-in. But this one's pretty good as well. It's built into MotiveWave. So right now I'm using MotiveWave. I'm also using IQ Feed as well. So just so you know, let's go through this little feature here. So if you come under Scan under MotiveWave, as you can see here, I'm using a variety of subset of stocks. This is just for sampling, testing, seeing what MotiveWave can do. So here, if you come under Scan, let's say you do a new scan. In my case, I'm going to do an Elliot Wave test. And there is a video on how to use this from 2014, but it's pretty well the same. Here you could choose your symbol. You can see here I've got quite a few. So let's see what I can use here. Okay, so I'll try to use all of these guys if this works. Include the expire just for the fun of it. So we have 77 instruments that we're going to use, including I have with the IQ feed metals, including Forex and some stock. These are US based. So here we're going to ask the bar size. So I'm just going to keep it all. I'm going to do hourly data. So 1 hour default, go next, and then pattern wave 2. So I'm just going to use only the default, just see what happens here. I want to show you what it means. So it's going to do the scan when I click here, start. Depending upon how many instruments you're trying to scan, it does take time, but the results are fairly this. So here you get all the available results. We have here excellent, very good, good. So depending upon the type of harmonic, in this case, you want, you would think, oh, maybe there's an opportunity there with that particular instrument. So if I do a start on this, but I did this a few hours ago, so we'll just leave it at that. But you can see here, from my experience with using harmonics, if you get two types of harmonics giving you this kind of score of excellent, that's telling you something that there is probably an opportunity there that you may want to investigate. So I'm starting to think that maybe this is a good starting point. So here we have FDX as an opportunity here. I'm not going to go into the actual details of the different types of harmonics and what they mean, but I just want to show you the features here of the scanning feature. So part of me thinks that this would be really good as a starting point to scan what you put in your available instruments that you want to scan for, or whatever you want to watch. And then once it hits this, let's say, excellent rating, what you could do is then use that and put that on your watch list, like what I do with the Python strategies that I've used. So for instance, if you go over to the Python 3, I've got a course that will show you how to build out the bots using Python. So again, that's quantlabs.net/Python 3. So it looks like it's taken a while for this Elliot Wave scan, but nonetheless, that's what I'm thinking as a good starting point because I do know harmonics can be very useful to starting out with. So, um, for instance, if I do a Google search to see if MotiveWave does have a scan in the SDK to build out an automated strategy, it'd be quite interesting to know that with that, you'd be able to build a really interesting strategy built around that. One note I want to put out there, if people do watch, I have asked for algorithms. Um, Out of respect, I do not want to publicize these algorithms. As a result, they become now lower priority versus the stuff that I want to do. So this is kind of like what I'm planning to do now. But here you can see, let me just see how we're doing here. So here we have our harmonic displayed for FDX on 15-minute data. The other thing is you can add in Fibonacci levels to sort of like overlay everything to see how that works out. These are just ideas that I'm using. I'll just see what else there is in scanning the search here. What else we have? So we could generate alerts or scans for study patterns for C study scanner. So it looks like there is some automated scanning capabilities you have with the software development kit, which is really good. When creating a study, these exported values can be used to find specific conditions. So I'm not sure if there is actually if it's there, but I'll have to dig into it. But this is a very powerful feature in MotiveWave. Another thing you can do with the scans here is, I'm just going to kill this here. Let's say I'm going to stop this. Let me do another one. So let me kill that. Okay, so I'm going to create a new scan. Here we can do a study scan. So I don't know what kind of study I want. If you know what I do in the world of Python, one thing you could do is, let me just pull up the database here. Okay. Okay, so let's just say I'm going to pick a couple here. Okay, I think it was control. Anyways, I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's check the functionality here. So here, we're going to leave it default. Okay, now it'll ask me this type of study. So if I want rate of change, rate of change from start, rate of change. I'm just going to use this one and go with the defaults as usual. Okay. So dialog asks you a specific condition of the scan. So if it's greater than, let's say, 1, so if it's moving at greater than 1% on a 15-minute, or let's say maybe more than 0.25. So if it's more than 0.25, rate those instruments that I've added to that list. So if the rate of change is greater than 1/4% in 15 minutes, which is not going to happen. So we have a study scan here. Just do a start here. Let's see what happens. So right now we have an excellent rating on Apple. So with Apple, 50-minute chart looks like it is moving more than 1/4%. So let's say if I go in and change that to maybe 0.5%, and then just scan a subset of instruments that I'm interested in, I think this is a really good way to measure the top performers. So again, I have to dig into the documents here, see what's available. Now, for those that are part of my elite, I'm watching a lot of interesting. If you are interested in the elite, it's a little more expensive. I think there's a, if you go to quantlabs.net/elite, get signed up here to know more about it. But there's a very powerful feature in MotiveWave which enables you to save your workspace. So for instance, the powerful thing with MotiveWave is I'll be able to save my backup workspace or an instance of analysis. I believe there's a cloud option as well. And from what I understand, there's a way where I could save this analysis and upload it to my website, and then that will enable people to get access to that file. Then they'd be able to load in their MotiveWave, my workspace in their MotiveWave environment. So that's pretty powerful in order to see what I'm doing, because you'll get access to my research and analysis in real time. We're pretty close. There's a way to do it where I'll push it to you and it will just pop up in your MotiveWave environment in real time. Just got to figure out how to do that. So this platform is very powerful for things like that as well. I'm just getting my teeth. What's the word? Whatever. I'm just getting. Well, I'm just familiarizing myself. Today's Monday with this software, but as you can tell, it's very powerful. As it stands right now, just to bring everybody up to speed as well. I have had a chat with somebody over at Interactive Brokers. I've included this in my blog, Interactive Brokers, and DJ Russell Micro Market Data Trading, and the DJ is Dow Jones. So from what I take away from this chat is that you can start trading future E-mini micros as low as $300 US with the margin requirement, plus you'll have to pay the subscription fees because you're not meeting the minimum requirement $2,000 to get the feeds for free. But you can still do it, very small amount. And there's some other micros in there. One that I'm watching is this one, MGC, which is gold. I post a lot of news on my Facebook programming group, and gold comes up a lot. So these are the requirements that you need. 321 for intraday maintenance, 573 for the overnight. So you're looking at about $600 to do a gold trade in the micro. And then, of course, we have the FX that I mentioned in the past, as well as the 4 US indices as well. So things are looking good. I'm going to look into this more, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing with MotiveWave. Had it for a year, kicking myself I haven't used it earlier, but I'll be taking advantage of the files and being able to store them somewhere so my elite folks can get access to them. So that's going to be pretty cool. Anyways, other than that, I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. And if you're watching right now, thanks for watching. and have a good day. See ya.